guys, we are in Blue Ridge Mall, and this is Fox-N-Otter's Hendersonville location in North Carolina. And there's also a lot of parking right outside. And this is actually the best entrance to enter is behind the mall area. If you can find a Bath & Body Works, you're gonna be able to find them because they're really close to all Bath & Body Works.
What's good, everybody? It's Brandon from ESCAPETHEROOMers, our second stop of the day today, and we are over at Hendersonville, North Carolina at Fox-N-Otter Adventure Games, and I'm with Julie. How are you?
Hey, good to see you.
So Julie's co-owner, and we're going to get to know her a little bit better, and also, well, they have 3 locations, so we're going to get to know her and Fox-N-Otter better. The first question we have for you is, I know here you only have 1 game so far.
Sure.
So for the other locations, which are the ones that's the most popular, that players are booking more frequently?
Sure. You know, it's funny. All of our locations are close enough that they almost function like one, because if we're sold out at one location, people are happy to drive 20 minutes to another one. Yeah. So it ends up functioning kind of like one location as far as popularity. I always think it's hilarious though, because the Wonder Cabin, which we just moved from our Arden location to this Hendersonville location, has been the most popular historically, and I don't think it's because the game itself, I think it's because people love cabin games. They just love the word cabin. They're like, ooh, it's a cabin.
Yeah, and it could be anything.
And then you add the word wonder to it, and it's gotta be awesome, right?
Right.
So Wonder Cabin is very popular. It wasn't originally even my favorite game, but when we moved it here, we gave it a big upgrade. We made some changes because we wanted to love it as much as people were booking it.
Right, so they also can kind of play it again because it's slightly different than the experience they had.
Yeah, and actually we have more replayers than you would think for a number of our games, but the Wonder Cabin, if you played it again, if you've played the older version, I think you would still enjoy it. There may be a few familiar parts of it, but it's definitely got a big change to it.
Okay, we're actually doing a compilation of all cabin-themed games, so
oh, really?
We're very happy to add this one to that collection. And currently, how many games do you plan to have in this new Hendersonville location?
Yeah, at this location we are going to be adding 1 more. It'll be called Bayou Boathouse, and it's going to actually have a real prop sailboat in it. We did have to cut off the keel because it would be really tall if we didn't, but it'll be just kind of a fun, unique game, different than our other ones. This location we didn't feel like probably with the vicinity could, that a 3rd or 4th game at this would really merit it, but we have more at other locations.
Okay, and well, just so you guys know, we've played their game remotely. It was Geno's Getaway. It was so much fun. We're actually going to visit that location, and to see it in person might be like kind of a nice,
a little surreal.
Right, it's like, oh my God, we're actually seeing it in person.
Yeah.
The second thing we want to know is you build all your games,
Sure.
Puzzle design, set design, everything, storyline.
Yeah.
What is a challenge that you faced that you needed to overcome, like an obstacle that you were able to figure out?
Well, that's a boring answer. I was going to say, my husband and I, who wasn't able to be here today, but we're a team, and we bring different elements. We call it Fox-N-Otter because people are different.
Who's the fox? Who's the otter?
I'm more of the fox. He's more of the otter. And of course, you don't have to put people in a complete box, but it's interesting to watch people play how they approach things. The foxes are going to be more head first, and the otters are going to be more hands first. My foxes tend to be my arm crossers and my pocket people. They're going to get them out when it's ready. It's really time. We always call our otters the ones who they're touching everything. They're very curious. They're sometimes better with their hands. And so when we make games, we try to engage both of those that are going to interest both people. But I will tell you that I tend to be more of the puzzle creator.
Okay.
And my husband really pushes the envelope to say, like, no, Julie, you need more hands-on. We need something more tactile. He's always like saying, no, they're going to break that. No, they're going to, he knows that the biggest challenge of an escape room is to make it that balance between beautiful and durable, because players are rough, you know, and do you put glass in a game? Do you know, how much hot glue would it take to keep that object from moving? A lot, and it still will with the right force, you know.
Right, that just goes to show how many games they've created just from experience. That question that you proposed is like, how much of this do we do, and where's the line? So yeah, thank you for answering that. We really appreciate it.
Hey guys, we're in front of Fox-N-Otter, and this time we're in their Arden, North Carolina location. Right in behind me, you see 3 parking spots. And if you get hungry, you can eat Rocky's Hot Chicken Shack right outside their door.
Santa's coming. I think, is he here, or is it might be a little, I might be a little early. All right, I got excited. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Because I'm in one of their Christmas rooms. What is the name of this game?
This is called The Great Cookie Caper, and it's a tale of Catch the Gingerbread Man. It sounds kind of easy, but it's actually not. We've had more fails in this game than any other ones.
Well, you're giving me something challenging for the season coming up.
Yeah.
So first I want to say congratulations to reopening to the public, getting through the pandemic. What are some of the things you needed to do to accommodate the players and the customers coming in?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, ultimately we did our best to just follow whatever the local guidance was, because if we made it more or less than that, you were making somebody unhappy. So we had to really pass that on to the government to just tell us what the rules were, and we abided by them. At the beginning there was a lot unknown still, so we were spraying all of our sets, which was really rough on our sets, but at the time there was a lot we didn't know about transmission. Things have loosened up a lot as we've understood more, but the best thing was, I think we were able to create a haven for people to come during the time when they were feeling really isolated, like they couldn't do anything fun. We were one of the few things that you could do with less than 10 people in your group, a lot of family groups.
And you went from public to private as well,
We did, yeah. We used to run public games, but it was always stressful for us, as much as it was for sometimes people.
For the players.
You didn't know who you're. Yeah, sometimes it was fine, and other times it was an interesting match of people. So I think we'll never go back to mixed games. I think we do the private structure we have set is for the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know you've seen like tons of players being on the other side of the camera, watching them in the rooms. What is something memorable that you've seen players do in the game?
Yeah, in the game, you know, they say the funniest things, of course, like just walking around saying things out loud that are hilarious. But I think one of the most memorable ones was that we didn't even notice till after the game. This couple, I think it was a group of 3, they came out and were getting their picture taken. They got their picture taken, went home. We looked at the picture afterwards, and the guy had definitely completely wet his pants because it was just soaked all in front, and he had the biggest grin on his face, but he definitely peed in the DaVinci Diamond.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that is a first. Never heard of that one. Totally immersive. I don't know what else to say. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that story with us.
guys, we are at Fox-N-Otter's third location in Asheville Mall. And there's plenty of parking outside. This is the final location that we're visiting today. We did all three. So let's go check them out.
Julie, so that's where I parked my car.
I know.
I was like, dude, where's my car? It's right here.
Yeah.
We are in Geno's Getaway. We played this game remotely. It was so much fun. No longer offered remotely, so if you're in the area, come down and check it out because it is a blast. Yeah. But, Julie, I have two more questions for you.
Okay.
And we're at a different location right now. We've been hopping your three locations. This one is located in the mall in Asheville, North Carolina. And we just came from Arden. And then before that, we were in
Hendersonville.
Hendersonville, that's where we started. You look like, well, you seem like the type that plays a lot of escape rooms. You're an enthusiast yourself.
I am an enthusiast myself. I love to play. I just enjoy the game, and honestly, I have a full-time office job, if you can believe that.
When? Like,
I know, I have a full-time office job, and it is not exceptionally exciting, but it does afford me some time to create puzzles when I'm not busy, you know. And, so it's kind of this is a little bit of my creative outlet.
Yeah.
So in that regard, yeah.
So out of the games that you played, what was one that stood out for you? It doesn't have to be a favorite. That was memorable, preferably the company and the game.
Sure. I mean, we're just an hour north of Greenville Escape Artists, so we of course love that company and their games. I mean, you can't complain about the Starlight Motel. Honestly, one of the first companies, though, that really wowed me and inspired us before we opened was Escape Experience in Chattanooga.
Oh, okay.
And they have a couple of really outstanding games there. They have a bunker game, and the first one that really got us was Race for the Cure. We loved that game. That really won my husband over because he was a big skeptic to begin with. Okay. And I'd been playing for quite a while and was like, please just come with me. And that was the one that he was like, this is so fun. This is like the most fun in an hour of paid fun.
And then he became hooked, and then it all just snowballed.
That's right. Yep.
All right. Well, shout out to them. And one more question for you, because we would love to get to know you a little bit better. What is something most people would not know about you, like outside of your crazy escape room life? It could be a hobby, a talent, whatever. So most people would not guess that when I was in high school, my dad had 2 daughters, and he owned a used tire shop. So guess who worked the summers in the tire shop? Ooh,
it was me.
Okay.
And I'll tell you the thing that that I gained from that you wouldn't expect is I really learned that there were a lot of things that maybe a woman typically wouldn't do or want to do all day long, like use tools. But that even though I don't want to do that all day long, change tires, I learned that there wasn't a reason why I couldn't, and there wasn't a reason why I couldn't pick up a tool, you know, and honestly, that's been a little factor in us creating escape rooms. I do a lot of the maintenance and repair. I do a lot of the build out that first gave me confidence to do.
Right.
Yeah.
And it shows because the build is great. Definitely we can see the love and you know, all the effort and passion you put into your rooms. So, and also thank you for having us. Really appreciate trying out a game at each location, which you guys are gonna check out. If you visit our website, which is ESCAPETHEROOMers.com, do not forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel because we're gonna give you a sneak peek of what's going on at the locations, the lobby area, the parking, even inside some of the rooms like this, and we're gonna show you a sneak peek right now.
running out, gotta figure something out.